guys, my name is Maria and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be sharing some tips and processes and documents that are needed if you are getting married in Denmark. This is based on my experience as a Filipina, getting married in Denmark without the help of an agency. And yeah, if you're a fellow kababayan who's seeking help, tips, and if you just simply want to have an overview how fast it is to get married in Denmark, then you are in the right place. But before I proceed to that, let me just eat my banana right here because it's already lunchtime, like 12 o'clock, and I haven't eaten anything yet, and so I'm starving. My food is cooking in the oven for 45 minutes, so I hope I get this done in 45 minutes. I'm already starving.
A few moments later.
Alright, so let's get right into it. So, first thing that we would do is to register and send an application form to the Agency of Family Law in Denmark, and that is done online. I'll be putting down the link of that website as well as all of the links that I will be mentioning in the description box, so please do check that out if you are done watching this video, right? So there, and then you have to also pay a fee. This is the registration fee, and that is about 1,650 Danish krone, or in euro that's about 220 euro, and in peso that's about 13,000 plus peso. Of course, it depends on the exchange rate, right? Now, what documents will you be needing, okay, together with that registration? So my partner and I submitted registration forms. Again, you can download that in that website together with our signature, okay? That form comes with signature, and take note of this. Those signatures should be signed, really signed, like not digital sign or e-signatures. It should be printed, the form should be printed, and then you signed it, and then you have it scanned again, and that's the form that you have to submit. So that's one. And then we also submitted photocopies of our passports. For me, it's not just the main page, okay? Take note, it's not just the main page of your passport, but all the pages, including the page where your visa is, your visa that allows you to stay in the European country. And what else? Oh, front and back. The very front of your passport, literally the front cover, and the back page of the back cover, have it photocopied. What we did is I took a photo of all the pages, and then I compiled them in the Word document, and I put them all together in a Word document, so it's not like one page of your passport. It's going to be like a lot. So that's what I did. And speaking of visa, I was on a tourist visa, by the way. So I was on a visit visa or tourist visa. That's why you really have to show a copy of your visa. Now, what else? My husband submitted a photocopy of his European ID. We also submitted duty field declaration of marriage. Again, this can be downloaded from the website. And lastly, we did submit a proof of relationship. So that wasn't a problem for us because we have prepared this document long before we applied for wedding in Denmark, because of love is not tourism, those visa exemptions back in the pandemic days, where you have to really prove your relationship with the partner you are meeting from across the globe, because pandemic times, travel is not yet permitted. Love unmarried couples are not allowed to meet and so on, and you have to have proof there. Long story. But yeah, we already have that proof of relationship. What is that? It's basically in a Word document form. So there are some explanations or in text form where you have to um, explain or narrate your relationship from the day you first met, probably times and dates you traveled together, places you went. You can also attach chats, messages, what else? Tickets, photos together, very, very important. So yeah, all those things, just to prove your relationship to each other. So that we also have submitted. So that's it for the requirements, no? Medyo konti, diba? Yeah. So what happens now? Next is that you have to wait after submitting everything, paying. Now you have to wait for 5 days. 5 days as to whether your wedding registration is approved or not. Okay, I mean there's no such thing as not, but what will happen is that probably they will ask you if you are going to need to submit more documents, supporting documents, just in case after 5 days you get a no or you get a reply that is not approved yet. You know? When you get that approval, you will get a wedding registration certificate, which is valid for 4 months. Take note of that. So that means you have to get married within 4 months. So now you can already choose the time and the date of your wedding. Okay. Most couples opt for Copenhagen. We personally decided to go for a bit of a countryside with a very it's breathtaking view, actually, breathtaking. Anyway, countryside. So we opted for a countryside wedding. And if you also like that idea, I would recommend Steven's Clean. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna research kung paano i-pronounce Hujiro. I'm so sorry. Hujiro. Hujiro. Let's just say that's how you pronounce it. Hujiro. Stephen's Glint, okay, it's that old church which is now a heritage place, no, located in Stephen's Glint, which is about 1 hour away from Copenhagen. Not bad. Okay, so that's where we got married, and we originally planned to get married in that old church. It's very beautiful, believe me, and yeah, it's just simply dreamy to have that kind of wedding to be done there in that old church. But anyway, if you're interested, um, I think the cost for that church rental of that place is 400 euro. It's about 400 euro for 1 hour. Okay, but take note, you are only booking that place. There's also additional payment if you will ask the officiating person to go to that place. And that's I think about 70 euro. If you want to get married in the town hall though, then you don't have to pay anything because it's already included from the registration fee. Remember you paid the agency of family law. So that's all the wedding registration fee that you need to pay, and then you just have to choose which place you want to get married to. Okay, that's it. As for our accommodation, I'm just going to be sharing briefly, although not really necessary. But for me personally, this is highly recommended, so I just had to mention it here in my video. This place where we stayed, we booked it on Booking, and it's called Vanguard B&B, so bed and breakfast. And it's really a very beautiful place. Our friends and family even love that place. If you're coming in as a group, we were 5 back then. We were able to book 3 rooms, and luckily, these 3 rooms are connected to each other with a one kitchen, so we all get to comfortably move around because it's it seemed like we booked this entire space for us, of course. If you are more than five, I'm sure you will be booking more rooms, and it would seem like the whole area is yours. It's exclusively yours. So they have a barbecue grill place, garden. Oh my God, it's really a beautiful place. We had a ceremony at the Students' Green Town Hall, and the ceremony usually, it goes for all the weddings all over Denmark. This single weddings, it usually lasts like 10 minutes to 15 minutes or so, maximum 15 minutes, I guess. And yep, right after that, we went to the church and had some photo shoots. And there you go. So still, we got the best of both worlds. And if you're asking why we didn't go for the original plan that we had, there were some delays, and yeah, that I will be explaining in another video. But enough about that. Let's go back to the business. So after getting married in Denmark, of course, you want to make use, of your time efficiently since you're already there in Denmark. And that by that I mean document processing wise, because after getting married, there are still some more steps that you need to do in order to make your wedding official, right? So if you're a Filipina just like me and you are getting married in Denmark, or you are thinking of getting married in Denmark, then after your wedding, you have to know that the next thing that you need to do is to have your wedding certificate, which will be given right after the ceremony. Well, I think you will be given two copies, and so after that, you have to have it apostilled, and then the next is you have to go and go to the Philippine embassy and get that report, do the report of the marriage, or the ROM. Right? So these things I'll be sharing on part two. So you better check that video, part two. Ciao!